Hey folks, Tristan back with my answer video. I think I've got enough questions on my video I posted a couple days ago that I can just go ahead and answer them now, answer the Q&A. So without further ado, why don't I just get right into it. The first question, I got it here on my iPad loaded up, is from Plastic Bagable. It says, how do you afford all your belongings? What is your primary occupation? And my primary occupation is in IT, so I do IT, you know, stuff basically, but I also have sort of other streams of income as well. I do photography and I do videos for companies and also local businesses. I also sell my fine art photography as well to companies and local businesses. In fact, I just recently sold one of my pictures, and I'll try to post the link below, to a local artist for her to use on her website. And then I also do the YouTube, so I make a little bit of income doing YouTube, just in terms of sort of hobby income. It's nothing major or anything like that, but you know, it is something. And then also I do what I would say would be buying and selling of a lot of stuff. I tend to just buy and sell a lot of stuff. So I do the stock market. I'm not like a day trader or anything, but I do occasionally buy and sell stocks or other things too. You know, things on eBay or whatever. Just things that I buy at a low cost, or that I can find at a low cost, or you know, lower cost than what it would be to sell it and then resell them on eBay. You know, just kind of find it fun. I've always bought and sold things ever since I was a little kid. But on a side note, I haven't really had much luck with eBay lately. It's kind of, eBay has been kind of sucking lately. I haven't been selling that much on eBay lately. I don't know why, but it just hasn't been very good. The next question is from Mr. June, and he asks, other than your house and your car, what is the most expensive thing you've ever bought, and do you still have it? That kind of took me a while to think about, but I would have to say probably some furniture would be the most expensive stuff that I bought. I tend to buy kind of relatively expensive furniture, like Eames kind of stuff, or like I recently bought some dressers, and I don't like the sort of particle board MDF materials. I like good solid wood dressers, you know, like walnut and stuff like that. So those tend to be pretty expensive, although each piece, you know, isn't super expensive, but you know, when you buy multiple pieces at one time, it does tend to add up. But then also probably my recent purchase, the Rolex Submariner here that I'm wearing, was also definitely not a cheap purchase, and was certainly one of the most expensive purchases I've made. But in the past, me being a photographer, I've also bought very expensive camera and camera lenses. And I also used to have a Leica too, and Leica M cameras, and those are quite expensive as well. So I've since sold them and I don't use Leica anymore, but back when I was a Leica shooter, I would have answered that question with saying the Leica M series you know, system. Let's see. Can you show us your setup when you record your videos, such as this is from Kevin Curao. Yeah, can you show us your setup when you record your videos, such as video equipment, mic stands, and also stuff like that? He also says, I would like to see more reviews of photography gear. Yeah, that's true. I'll try to do more photo reviews here in the future, because I'm always, you know, buying a new piece of equipment or whatever, getting a new lens and stuff like that. I can't really show you my setup currently right now, because it's sort of in flux. I'm sort of in between setups right now. So I think once I get that set up, maybe I'll do another video and tell you my setup, but I can maybe do a whole video where I show you the lighting setup that I use and like the backdrop setup that I use for the product reviews that I do. Let's see. Dr. Fell asks, how long have you been on YouTube? I've actually been on YouTube since, I believe, 2007, which is kind of a long time. In some ways, I'm almost like a veteran on YouTube. And in fact, if you go back to my channel, you can go all the way back to the very, very first video that I ever posted. And I think it was some kind of a how-to video or something talking about Safari, or an old version of Safari, you know, or certainly old version as of today. So check my channel for that. You can go all the way back. You can scroll all the way back, and that video is still up. It says, if you don't mind, what is your ethnicity? My ethnicity is Chinese. and I was born here in America, so pretty much American-born Chinese is what it is. And that was from Gold Saint 7. Bob from Brisbane asks, what happened to the Swatch System 51 watch, black version that I purchased and I unboxed? I still have it and I wear it regularly, and I just haven't got around to doing a review on it, but I do have it here, and I will be doing a review on that pretty soon, hopefully. But yeah, it's a cool watch for the price, I have to say. How much did you earn in 2014? Please list all of your income from FV Goach or FV Gotch. Not gonna happen, sorry, that's a secret. But thanks for asking. David Orozco, I'm sorry if I botched the pronunciation of your name. Biggest role model growing up. That one's pretty tough. I'd have to say probably it would be anyone in the creative field growing up, such as George Lucas. I really admired George Lucas growing up, and actually later in life, after college, I ended up working for George Lucas for several years. So that was sort of a lifelong dream that I had. So yeah, George Lucas was certainly number one because I grew up watching his movies and sort of admiring what he did in ILM and all that kind of stuff. And also Warren Buffett, believe it or not. Ever since I was very young, I've always been into sort of entrepreneurship and investing, and so I've always kind of been a fan of Warren Buffett, and even to this day, I'm a shareholder in Berkshire Hathaway, so that's pretty cool. And I just kind of have always liked Warren Buffett. Let's see here. John Ferrugia asks, what is the next Tudor watch I would buy? I've actually been kind of looking at the Tudor Heritage Ranger. I think that's kind of a cool watch. A little bit undecided still, and I don't know about the size for that kind of watch. It seems a little bit big. But I think the Tudor Ranger is a pretty cool watch, especially like on a brown leather strap. That's certainly something that I'm considering, and I would probably have to see it in person, of course, before making a decision. I have not yet seen it in person or tried it on my wrist yet. Mr. T 196 asks, what's your best headphones? Currently, my best headphones are still the Odyssey LCD3s, and I reviewed those in my channel previously. So check out my channel for the review of that. But yeah, the Odyssey LCD3s still sound the best to me. And they're the non-phaser version if you're a headphone person, which gives it a real lush, rich sound, and maybe not as bright. And I've talked about this in other videos in the past where my ears are a little bit sensitive to sort of harsh highs. So I definitely like a really nice laid back kind of headphone sound. So definitely still really enjoying the Odyssey LCD3s, although the form factor is a little bit heavy, and I find that I can only wear maybe maximum like 2 hours at a time or something like that. But actually that's good because it kind of gives my ears a rest also. So, even though they're uncomfortable to wear for longer than 2 hours on my head, it's fine because my ears usually need that rest anyway. Very cool. Alan asked the same question I've already answered about what is my normal day job. So I've already answered that one, but thanks for the question. John Mathis asks, favorite places to travel and hobbies? Well, in terms of hobbies, I definitely like photography. It's sort of a hobby of mine, but also sort of a semi, profession. Certainly YouTube is a hobby as well. And I definitely like movies and concerts and music quite a lot as well. And in terms of favorite places to travel, I really like Hawaii quite a bit. But I really don't necessarily have a favorite place. I like going to places I've never been before, just sort of exploring around and checking them out, stuff like that. But I mean, if I have to cite one fave, it would probably be Hawaii. I tend to like Hawaii quite a bit. A Soapy Waffle asks, can I have all your keyboards? This is pertaining to a lot of the videos I've done in the past on computer keyboards. Also, are you on the mechanical keyboard subreddit? And I'm not really an active participant on there, although I think a couple of my videos have been linked there in the past. But I certainly don't participate in that forum or anything like that. But no, you can't have my keyboards. All right, Derek Anthony asks, where did you go to college, and what are your thoughts on the education system and the meaning of a $200,000 piece of paper, i.e. a diploma from like an Ivy League university or something like that? He says, you seem like you place a high emphasis on value and return on investment, like myself, so I'm interested. Well, I'm a graduate of the California State University system, and I have to say that when I went to college, I did it without incurring any college loans or student loans at all. Basically, I specifically picked the best university I could for the lowest money or the best deal that I could find at the time. And I think that I got a pretty good education for the price, especially given that I did not have to have any student loans or anything like that. And basically what happened was my parents paid for 2/3 of my education and I myself paid for 1/3. So all through college, except for I think the first semester, I had a part-time job and I worked to help pay for my college education. And that worked out really well because when I graduated from college with my degree, actually I have two BA degrees, but when I graduated I didn't have any student loans or any debt at all, and so in some ways that gave me a real head start in terms of being able to not be digging myself in a hole right off the bat. And so that was I feel really fortunate and lucky for that. 555 Gear asks, what direction would you like to take your channel? And I'm pretty open on that. I just want to keep telling the truth, basically, in terms of my reviews and my opinions and stuff, and just keep doing what I'm doing, I guess. Maybe do a little bit more vlogging as much as I can. I still don't consider myself super comfortable in front of the camera, but I would like to do a little bit more vlogging in the coming year, 2015. But other than that, I don't really have any specific goals for the channel. I think I've said this before in other videos, but I just basically like to do a mishmash of things that I'm interested in or things that I feel like talking about. And because of the fact that I have such a wide range of interests, I think other people would be interested in what I have to say as well. So that's pretty much it. Not a lot of questions on the Q&A video. I know it's only been a couple of days, but I figured that was enough to do a short video. And actually this video is not that short. We're coming up on 13 minutes already. So thanks for the questions, and let's do this again. I'll do this periodically, and we can I'll periodically do a question and answer video for you. I really appreciate all of your support in terms of the people who comment, the people who subscribe. And if you like my channel and want to support me or make a donation, please go to my channel. I'll put a link here. And Google has a new thing, or YouTube has a new thing where you can actually say support. You can press support and make a donation of just a cup of coffee or something like that. It really helps me out a lot. I mean, I'm not doing this full time, and I'm not really making tons of money doing this, but anything helps, and anything you can do will help me grow the channel too, and keep the channel going. So thanks for watching. This has been my Q&A video. Let's do this again sometime soon, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.